Hey guys, welcome back to Pixelology 101. Professor Devin here. I'm sitting spatially somewhere inside of a house in Colorado. To my right, in the same room, is Professor Nate.
Hello.
And even further right from him, and then slightly over, diagonally, would be Professor Rod.
Oh! Hello.
Yeah, that's him.
Sorry, it's just...
Screaming. So last time we made like 5 minutes of progress right at the beginning, and then we didn't do anything else. So if you've watched all of last episode and you're watching this episode, I can tell you quite safely that you could have skipped all of the back half of last episode.
Oh, man.
But it's too late, so you're already here. And we're trying to decolorize...
Oh, there you go.
Or recolorize this room.
What the heck? Wow.
Dang.
This is,
It's the lair of the Joker in
Yeah.
here.
I kind of want to know what Martin Karn would have said there.
Okay, so what's the point of
I
doing
wonder
that?
if my candy bars are
Oh,
tasting a bit of...
By the way, who was right about this puzzle?
Yeah, but what's the goal of the puzzle?
That's what I'm saying, like,
what is
what
that
is
thing
the
you just
purpose?
passed on the wall? Oh, yeah.
Anything here?
Nothing in locker. Examine locker. How do I enter numbers on a
Well, I can see the color. You actually
Yeah,
can
you
see
can
the
see the
colors
colors
on
now.
the pad, but on the pad there's 6 colors, but when we put it in,
And
there's
purple.
only 4.
Purple is one of the colors. There was no purple in the painting, you cheap losers. You didn't throw us off.
So yeah, what? Oh, that thing on the ground.
Yeah, what is
What
that?
is that? Yeah, is that what we're supposed to see? This black and white thing?
Have you been through that?
Heart
I
of
thought-
stone? That goes in the niche.
That-
Yup. We got it. We got it.
Okay.
Ooh, too brutal. I thought that was the hourglass. I thought he'd put down the hourglass and it was just on the ground.
Yeah, I'm confused too, but whatever.
Dude, no, we got the Heart of Stone. We're in the final stretch. Because all we got to do now is we got to
hope.
get to the queen, then we get the flesh from
Get
the
outta here.
queen, because she's the original infection point. Then we can solve the disease, and then we can go home.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We can escape from this nightmare of Martian hell.
I hate this space.
Yeah, lots of people do.
No wonder Sony named their console after this place.
The Vita tested to be a failure from this. Too brutal. Oh gosh, I'm not even kidding you.
Oh,
This is completely unrelated, but the other day at the location where we work, which is also someplace on the planet Earth, a gentleman came up to me and he's like, "Yeah, I want to buy a Vita." I'm like, "So you can. They're $200. Doesn't come with a memory card. Memory cards are like $60. And we only have 2 games for it here." And he goes, "Really?"
Can you
I'm
just...
like, "Yeah.
Can you just...
Let's go look at them. They're both MLB. One of them's
There you go.
14, one of them's 15. He's like, "Wow, so the Vita's not popular, huh?" And I'm like, "No, it doesn't sell very well. And Sony hasn't supported it with a ton of stuff. They've been a little bit better this year, but they really haven't supported it much." He like nodded his head once. He's like, "Okay, I guess I'll buy it anyway." I'm like, did you just hear yourself? Like, after I told you everything. That's like running your car into a wall after you've seen 4 stop signs.
What?
It's such a shame, too, because the Vita really should have
What am I looking
been amazing.
It should
What
have been,
the
because there's
okay.
like tons of buttons, and it's got the touchscreen.
Is that your defense?
It's got a ton of buttons.
Try playing a first-person shooter on the PSP and tell me how fucking that works.
Oh, it's horrible. It's
Now
garbage.
play one on the Vita where you get all the buttons, and it plays
you're
like
right.
PlayStation 4.
All I want for my video game console is a lot of buttons. But you're right, dude. What was it?
I'm
Resistance on the PSP, the third-person one was.
Yeah,
it was cool,
They
but
made
it
a
was
first-person
clearly made.
Resistance on the Vita. And it's
Yeah,
way better.
Got it.
They also had Uncharted. The Vita also has really amazing graphical capabilities.
It really does.
What a shame to waste such a great, innovative console. Like
Yeah.
a portable. It could essentially
And it's
be
the first
used.
portable console to have like 2 joysticks or
Yeah.
thumbsticks on it.
Oh,
which
yeah,
that helps
dude.
so much. Because even look at the new 3DS now, that has kind of a second thumbstick on it.
Yeah, the IBM ThinkPad nub.
Yeah.
That's what they threw on there. That was one of my least favorite things about the new 3DS. Was that thumbstick nub? It's really uncomfortable, and the one game it would be really useful in, Smash Brothers, it's really not because it's too small to be accurate if your thumbs are fat. Like
Your
mine
thumbs are fat.
Well, I have fat thumbs, dude. A handheld consoles always piss me off because I have really fat fingers and they're hard to use.
It works pretty well for like Zelda when you want to move the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, like camera angle wise, it's basically like the old C. It is like the C stick
Yeah.
on the GameCube controller,
Yeah.
which was essentially used for camera control.
Pretty much. I think that's why they called it C.
Yeah, camera stick. Yay!
But even farther than that,
ma-
another thing
Watch out
that
there.
we forgot to talk about last episode, but really grounded my gears, angered me as they
in
say.
case. Just in case.
The SNES games are only available on the new Nintendo
The
3DS.
new 3DS.
And if you bought them before, you still have to rebuy them.
Oh.
It's like, Nintendo, I am tired of you charging me $8 every time I want to play Super Mario World on a different machine. Like, just let me use my copy that I've already paid for on different machines.
That's one good thing Sony does. Like when you bought like, what was it?
Like any of the
Sly Cooper or something.
PS1
Yeah.
games
You
on
got
the
it
store.
on PS3. You also got it on the Vita.
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah,
have to
dude.
buy it for both. Or like, let's say like if you bought Final Fantasy VII on your PS3, you could download it to your Vita for free.
Yeah, cross-buy it's such an amazing concept, and I mean Nintendo's flirted with it once or twice. I think they had a couple of cross-buy games, but they were like Mario and Donkey Kong puzzle something. I don't know. I didn't play it. But the part that really gets me too is the fact that like Nintendo doesn't do cross-buy, but they will, at least from the Wii to the Wii U version, there was like a $1.50 upgrade fee. I'm like, great, so you're charging me another $1.50 to use a copy that you already know I paid for.
Yep.
Like,
Don't do that.
I know some people don't have a problem with paying the upgrade fee, but I really think that's stupid. Like, I've paid you for Super Mario World at least 6 times in my life, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Give me a break for once. Like, let me just download it
Yeah,
for
because I
free.
just bought the original Legend of Zelda on the Wii U. And the original Legend of Zelda's on the Virtual Console for the 3DS, but I have to buy it again on the 3DS if I
Yeah.
want to play it on the 3DS. Why can't I just download it from my Wii U and use the one copy that I bought already? That's stupid.
Yeah, no, and it's aggravating, dude. It doesn't feel like Nintendo cares about me as a consumer, which, I mean, obviously they're a company, they're not required to. But if you want me to keep buying your products, at least treat me better. Like
Treat me better.
Nintendo, dude, I've wanted to play, and I love Super Metroid. The games they showed off for SNES on the new 3DS are amazing. I mean, you have Link to the Past, you have Super Metroid, Super Mario World, F-Zero. You have some of the best games around for that console. But I've got to pay $8 for them again when I paid $8 for them back on the Wii, and when I paid $8 for them, you know,
There we go.
before that, and then when I paid $40 or $50 or whatever they
bought
were
them
back
originally.
when I bought the cartridge. Yeah, it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, and another thing I like about with like the Vita and stuff is like you can download like Chrono Trigger. You play it on your TV, then you can save it on your TV. You can import the save to your Vita, go out somewhere, play it on your Vita, take that save from your Vita, put it back on your PS3, and then start. So you can just keep going off the same save over and over and over.
Yeah,
again.
that's amazing. That's how it should always be. I don't know. That really pissed me off. Speaking of something else that's unrelated but kind of tangentially related, I guess it falls under the category of things that
annoy you, grind your gears.
annoy me. Yeah. So, did you see the trailer for the new Ghostbusters?
Oh,
Okay.
man. I still haven't watched it.
The actual comedians, the actors themselves look pretty good. The script looked entertaining from what they kind of showed in the trailer. Those ghosts look so stupid. They look so fake. Like, the CGI on them looks so bad that I feel like
I
it's
feel
gonna...
like that's kind of on purpose though, because it's comedy.
Like 80s nostalgia kind of thing,
Yeah,
comedy.
but if you wanted to do it like 80s nostalgia, why wouldn't you have tried to... I feel like they were trying to go for a specific art style
help?
with those ghosts, but I think that it looks really bad. And I think it's going to look bad as time goes on. Like, if you go back and watch the original Ghostbusters, yeah, it's clearly old, but it looks more natural to that environment. The way they did animation and special effects works better. I think that trying to shove a bunch of CGI in there just makes movies age really bad. Yeah, but you can do better CGI. Like, you don't have to make them look so clearly fake. It really kills me in a movie when the CGI looks super fake. Because it only gets worse with time.
I think I should still be
Like,
dead, hopefully.
if you watch...
Nice.
Oh, man, what was it? Just came out a couple of years ago. just a couple years ago. Really popular sci-fi Matrix Revolutions.
Matrix Revolutions.
More than a couple
Like,
years ago.
10
But my
years
point.
ago.
But my point is, if you look at like the special effects in that movie, the third one specifically, because the first movie is a decent amount of practical effects with a couple of special effects thrown in.
Yeah, a couple of special effects.
Couple of special effects.
It only has a
No,
couple.
but like they don't look as bad. The first Matrix, as opposed to Matrix Revolutions, like the special effects, because it was all special effects by the third one. Like the entire back half of that movie is just one constant special effects blitz, and it looks really fake. Like it looks really noticeable now. Whereas the first movie only has scenes with special effects in it, but there isn't a constant rush of them, and it looks better. It looks more natural. So, like, I do want to see the new Ghostbusters because it looks like it'll be entertaining enough to watch. But I feel like I'm going to be sitting in the theater being like, why does this look so stupid? I get weird about that kind of stuff.
I don't know. It didn't bother me at all.
For sure.
Like,
Well,
I'll say
and
it,
like I said, like,
Probably a smart idea to say.
the
yeah.
actual real effects or the real parts of the movie looked really good. I love the way the Ecto one looked. I love the way...
plus, if they're going for it to make
The
it look
proton-
if they make it look kind of fake now, it already looks fake. So in 10 years, when it looks fake, it was meant to look fake in the first place.
No.
Where if it's supposed to look realistic now, in 10 years, it's not going to look realistic.
See, I think
That
they should have just.
purposeful-
I think they should have just cut back the amount of CGI. Like they didn't need a
Okay,
giant
you haven't seen
ghost.
the whole movie.
You're
yet,
right.
though.
I have. You're right. I'm basing this only off of a trailer. It could turn out that it looks amazing in the actual movie. I have no
funny.
idea. What's so funny?
why I hate when they
You're
release
laughing.
trailers, 'cause then
You're
people are
laughing,
like,
and you're
"Ugh."
stuck in this freaking Martian hell.
I'd rather actually be playing this game than discussing the new Ghostbusters movie, which tells you a lot. So,
Well, this is pretty much Ghostbusters, right?
Not even a little.
I
bit.
mean, it's the same basic
No,
plot.
it's
I
not.
feel like this is the same basic plot as Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters on Mars.
you remember when
with
Bill,
only 3 people.
remember when Bill Murray was stuck in the Martian base trying to
Who
kill
doesn't
all
remember
the
the
zombies?
time? Who doesn't remember the time when Bill Murray was getting lowered into
no.
a giant alien sarcophagus?
The only thing I'm kind of like, because there's clearly going to be references to the first Ghostbusters, but
Clearly,
how much is it, like, storyline wise, how much is there actually going to be?
Yeah.
Oh, because, like,
Yeah.
okay, it's a sequel to Ghostbusters 1 and 2, so Ghostbusters already exists, so we already know the paranormal. Because, like, in the first Ghostbusters, establishing that the paranormal exists and making people believe was a huge part of that movie. Whereas if this wasn't the third one, you know,
Yeah.
paranormal already exists. We already know that.
Well, and then
What happened to the original Ghostbusters? Did they all retire? Are they going to show up in this movie?
I believe
Why
I am-
are these guys calling themselves the Ghostbusters again? Are they related to the Ghostbusters? Were they fans of the Ghostbusters?
So, and this is the thing that kills me too, because Ghostbusters 2, somehow
Doesn't work.
everyone in New York
What?
forgot. Well, the mayor makes everyone think it was a mass psychotic delusion,
Yeah.
which is stupid, because when you were covered with all that marshmallow at the end of, like, how do you not remember that? But whatever. But now, you're 30 years later, both of the first 2 movies exist, so clearly all of those events, everyone forgot ghosts again? Like, you forgot twice? Like, how can you forget?
well, who's
There
to
was
say
a
they
giant...
forgot? Who's to say? Like, we don't know the plot of the movie yet.
You're
So,
right.
Like, it could have been.
oh
like,
my god!
You were supposed to put... I bet you were...
I
Is it-
tried to put it in the niche,
And it
didn't
didn't
work.
work?
Because if you go to the ghost, like if you look at the Ghostbusters, like it seems like ghosts come in like patterns and stuff. Like they come in waves. Like when certain events happen, there'll be more ghosts. You know. Whereas like when the event's not happening, sure there's ghosts, but they're like ghosts as we think of them, like stuff you don't really see.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of see it in the corner of your eye or in photographs or whatever. But when like paranormal events are happening, that's when more and more ghosts are starting
Come
to
on,
come
really?
out, and you see more. So I'm assuming like after the first movie, it seems like okay, there weren't a whole lot of ghost events after that. That's why the
Yeah.
Ghostbusters all kind of retired, and then they had the whole evil slime thing, which is a big paranormal event. So more and more ghosts are coming, so they need the Ghostbusters again. I'm assuming once they beat that, once again it's a lull in paranormal activity. Ghostbusters aren't really needed, and then now it's going to be another big thing with more ghosts coming, so they're going to need Ghostbusters again. You know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
is,
I
but
can
have
see
no
that.
idea.
So where does this Heart of Stone go, then?
I think
'Cause
it goes in
doesn't
the
go in
Did
the
you examine it
sarcophagus.
already?
Yeah, he just says this is the heart of stone. Now I wonder where you put a heart.
In the chest cavity?
See, that's what I was thinking. Maybe put it
The
in
guy, the dead zombie that was in that.
But yeah, he tried putting it in the queen and it didn't work.
Well, isn't the shield still around the queen though?
Yeah, but to get that shield out of there, you need to put something in the actual sarcophagus.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought that was the hardest stone. Or I thought that was the hardest stone. But he just tried it and it didn't work. So now I don't know what stone we're supposed to put where. There's apparently another magical stone hanging out somewhere that we've got to put into a sarcophagus to even get the barrier to drop so we can put the first hardest stone into the alien.
I have a
Do
theory.
we still have the hourglass?
No, I used it to reverse
once you used
color.
it was gone.
And then, I got color all over there.
I was wondering if you could, go to different rooms and change them to black and white or color, if that would change things.
Oh, God.
That would be a cool concept.
There's just an entire back half of this game that you don't know about where you have to change things from black and white. Oh, I'd go insane, dude. I'd be insane. That would suck so much.
Oh, I got another new game coming out. What do you think of Quantum Break?
Quantum Break, the Remedy TV show / game.
So here's the thing. Everything about that game, the fact that it's got the TV show episodes in it, the fact that it was being heavily made for Microsoft's old TV platform that they aren't doing anymore, those are all big warning signs. But I have loved every single Remedy game.
That was annoying.
Every single Remedy game has been enjoyable to me. Max Payne is like the first... It is actually. I played Max Payne before I played any other M game. It was the first M game I ever played, and it gave me my love of slow-mo, like time-based mechanics. Alan Wake was really, really, really good. Like, Remedy just does good work, and they put a lot of time into their games. They've only made... I think they haven't made that many games.
No.
Well, there was that news about the trademark of Alan Wake Returns, but it's just going to be an in-game TV show in Quantum Break, I believe.
Oh, that sucks, because I was hoping for an Alan Wake too, because I really liked the first one.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in Quantum Break because I like the whole, the time manipulation mechanic. That looks kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I'm worried because they're like, hey, you're going to have, 22-minute episodes strewn into your game. I'm like,
get off of
when
her,
I play
Jesus.
A game, I want to play a damn game. I don't want to watch a TV. If I wanted to watch a TV episode, I'd watch a TV episode.
Of course, she's dead.
She's dead.
Because the freaking delay of opening a door.
Of course.
Oh, no, she lived through that.
No, she's dead.
And the door closed just to spite you.
Wow.
Remedy has made 5 video games total. In the entire time they've been around, since 1996. They did Death Rally, they did Max Payne, Max Payne 2, Alan Wake, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and Quantum Break. I have enjoyed every single one of those games. I mean, the one I liked the least was probably Alan Wake's American Nightmare. And even that one had the cool Twilight Zone feel to it. Mm-hmm. So, Quantum Break, I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. I do want that game to be good. If it will be is a different question, but I've never been disappointed by a Remedy game. I've enjoyed every one of their games I've played.
My big worry is it's going to be another Order 1886. It looks really good.
Oh, God.
Because if you got the 22-minute episodes, they said there's going to be 4 of them. That's already, 2 hours of cutscenes in the game? What if that game's only 8 hours long? And then 2 of those hours are watching the episode.
Yeah, that's the biggest risk I think you run, is having another Order 1886 style. Oh, it's supposed to be cinematic so you can enjoy the adventure. But the adventure sucks, so why am I doing it? And the actual part you control, which is the most important part of any video game, sucks hard. Then it doesn't matter how good it is. So yeah, I really, really, really hope Quantum Break will be good. I want that one to be very, very enjoyable.
I at least think it's going to have somewhat of replay value, like Order 1886 didn't, because it's the same all the way. But aren't there choices and stuff in this one?
Yeah,
things can kind of change a little bit, change what happens.
Well, according to what they've said,
play it more than once.
But the only problem with that theory is that you're connecting a TV show to it. You're not going to have multiple endings. Well, it doesn't matter what your choices are in the end, because you're not. It isn't its own art medium. It's being connected to a TV show, and that's going to be going. They're both interconnected. They said that.
So the 4 episodes of the TV show that they have are supposed to be Like you control a segment before each episode, and depending on what you play, that's how the show that's how the episodes of the show play out. So the main part of the game, you're controlling the good guys, but right before each episode starts, you actually supposedly take control of the villain and make a choice based off of what the villain wants to do, and then that changes how the next couple levels play, or how it interacts, and then how the TV show interacts. Now, this is all based off of press release, so obviously I don't know if that's exactly how that works. But, I mean, I really want this game to be good. Like, I want Quantum Break to be enjoyable, and it's coming to PC. I mean, I'll probably end up playing it on Xbox One.
Yeah, I'm going to get it on Xbox One, if I'm going to get it at all.
Yeah, because I don't... I mean, it's a good use for my Xbox One.
I don't even know why I still have mine.
I don't know, I play on my Xbox more than any other console, just because I have more friends that have Xboxes than PlayStation.
Yeah, I play my Xbox more... Well, I mean, I play my PC probably the most, but then Xbox
wins out for it. Because, like, there's so much you can do with the PC. There's so many different games. It's so easy to connect. You don't have to pay for online. Like, the Xbox, it's like $50 a year to pay, or $60, whatever it is, to pay for online. PC, you don't have to worry about that at all for, like, most games. Like, unless you're playing, like, an MMO or something.
Well, and since I have... I mean, most of my actual SNES cartridges... If I don't want to pull out my actual SNES and pop in, Super Metroid, I can just emulate it. Like, that makes it much, much, much easier. To be able to go back and just quickly and easily access games that I want to play in that way. And then you have the new, like, the indie games and the newer titles coming out. Mm-hmm. I know you've been crazy on Stardew Valley for the last couple of days.
Well, I haven't been super crazy. I've been a couple hours.
Well, but I've been wanting to play that one too. Like, a new Harvest Moon style game. Super Hot looks flippin' insane. And
Super Hot was an amazing game.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. Like, you can't get an experience like Super Hot on the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One.
They could potentially put...
Of
those games they put on console, but you always get it first on PC, I feel like.
Well, you do. And those unique ideas... I think the console shooter market wouldn't enjoy a game like Super Hot the way the PC market does. Like, if I went to the people I work with or my friends who game, everyone's excited about Division right now. But if you brought up, like, Super Hot, no, these guys don't know what it is.
Can you imagine Super Hot in a multiplayer setting where it's a one-on-one battle and time only moves when either opponent moves? Like, you both... if you keep moving, time will keep moving, you know what I mean? Like, both people have the same ability to alter time. That would be a very interesting way of, having a one-on-one. You turned it into like a puzzle.
Yeah, you definitely would have to work on it. But that would make for a really cool dual element or dual feeling.
Yeah.
And then that's not even counting, I totally forgot, but games like Blade Symphony. A first-person one-on-one or a third-person one-on-one sword dueling game. You're so far gone. Oh, you're so lucky you gave up. Now just run. Yeah, good. Like a one-on-one third-person sword dueling game, you don't get that on console. Well, at least you haven't yet. I mean, they've got For Honor supposedly coming out at some point, but it's not the same as Blade Symphony. Not even in the same, same space. And the coolest thing is too, like, because of a PC community, the smaller indie community I mean, you have a thriving indie community on PC, but, like, developers play their games or interact. I love playing Blade Symphony, and I've actually gotten to play with the developers of that game. They were just enjoying their own game, and I was like, oh, cool, so you are the guys who designed this. That kind of interactivity on the PC space is something that you don't get on console, at least not to the same extent.
I was going to say, that's kind of a lie. I play with the Rockstar developers on...
Well, yeah. And I mean, they have the achievement in GTA 4, I think it's in GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption for killing a Rockstar employee in multiplayer. But you don't see, or I haven't seen... that same level of dedication from all developers. And Rockstar's a special developer in and of themselves. Like, the level of care and detail they put into their games is impressive. I don't know what's going on the screen right now, but
There's an invisible wall he's walking through. There's an invisible wall, Rick, right there at those railings that if he does not pass through, I cannot hurt him. It's the same thing when he was glitched in the elevator before. He has to pass this threshold. See?
That's so stupid.
I hate this game.
Nice.
Finally.
Got him. Run.
It's annoying. Oh, I have to call the elevator back up.
Ah, down the elevator shaft. I'll get you down there quick.
Oops. Use the elevator. Come on up.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with that, so we're just gonna do that. No, it's one of those things. Like I think developers like Rockstar just put in a level of effort into their games that's unheard of by most standards. And I mean, not even.
What are we even talking about? We've cut and completely.
Yeah, we
past
really
where
have.
we were talking about.
Well, we got distracted by whatever the heck was going on here. I was just talking about how much I loved playing on PC for the ease of access and the open. It's what makes PC great. Well, that and the customization too.
Yeah, but Rockstar hasn't released Red Dead Redemption for PC, now have they?
Well, no.
Why isn't the elevator? Where is it? Why isn't it coming up? Oh, that's why.
We'll just pretend nobody saw that, even though
Everyone
we'll
saw
edit
that.
out of the video.
No, that's staying in.
Whoops.
We'll just show the BS of this game. It's like, use elevator, use elevator, use elevator. Okay. Uh-oh.
No, dude, they definitely haven't. I want them to bring Red Dead Redemption to computer. I'd love to see a Red Dead Redemption 2.
I think they said that might be their next project.
Well, Rockstar's supposedly been working on Agent for how long?
Oh yeah, Agent.
What is Agent even?
Special agent game.
I think it was set in like the late 60s or early 70s, and it was literally you played a secret agent in, I think they were talking about South America.
That would be fun. There's not a lot of secret agent games.
Well, and with Rockstar's style of humor and their quality, I feel like they could make a really good spy satire.
Kind of like
but it just
Archer
never
kind of
happened.
thing going
Yeah,
on.
it just never
no one
happened.
lives forever.
No one lives forever. Now that's a game that they should. They were trying to. Did you hear about that recently? Mm-mm. They were trying to remaster No One Lives Forever.
I would play that.
Yeah, I would play it too. It was a really good game. But of course, the internet having the issues it does and companies interacting with each other. Apparently, the company that had bought the rights to remake it or remaster it hadn't actually bought the rights or had issues with the rights, and it fell through. And that's such a bummer because it's like No One Lives Forever was a really good game.
I don't think you can get it on like good old games or anything like that.
I don't think you can either.
I've heard about that game, that spy game, and I never played it before. I've always wanted to when I heard about it, but it's like in licensing limbo right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. Man, what are we in? March? What's coming up? What's next?
Doom's
game?
coming up in a little
Doom.
bit. The Division.
Please get off.
Division.
Put the gun down.
Dark Souls 3 will be April.
Poison me?
It's about a
No.
month away, but I'm super looking forward to that one.
Couldn't care less about
Yeah,
Dark
I
Souls
know.
3.
I neither of you have any interest in it, but something, and for me, it's not even the difficulty. It's just the aesthetic and the feel of that world is exactly what I like. That gives me flashbacks to when I was a kid and you were walking through Kakariko Village. Not Kakariko Village. What's the village right in front of... How am I forgetting the village in front of Hyrule Castle? It's not Hyrule Village.
It's just Castletown.
Castletown.
Yeah,
That's all it's
Castletown.
called.
That's what's called. Jeez, that was embarrassing. Hopefully that's not on a record anywhere permanently. Oh, wait. But no, it reminds me of when you first see Castletown again and it's all abandoned.
Oh, and
I loved
everywhere.
that as a kid. I loved that as a kid. And Dark Souls gives me that same, like,
Where did I
abandoned,
put?
tragic feeling.
I don't know. I played the first one on PC. The PC part of that is awful. No
Hot
graphics
garbage.
options. Like, I don't even know if you get a resolution option. It is crap. And then after playing Bloodborne, like Dark Souls 1, it doesn't even compare.
Yeah. No, the PC version of Dark Souls, at least unmodded, is not the way to play it. And even with mods, it doesn't fix some of the core problems.
Right.
Have we figured out where to put this stupid
I was
stone
thinking,
yet?
I was guessing that maybe she had to be the one to do it.
Getting a little close here.
He's just standing in the corner. He's like, whatever.
No, she doesn't.
Nope.
Well, she is the doctor after all. Let's have
Okay,
her
so
go.
where would a heart of stone go in this stupid game?
In the body of someone. She said when she examined it,
In
she
the
was,
body of someone.
She said it was acting like a key to a lock. So
Is there any door that we can't get into?
no, we open up the entire base now.
Then why don't you just burn it? Just burn it. Burn it all. No, we have to, yeah.
I honestly can't think of what we can do here.
Well, let's
we're
end this
stuck
episode.
again. Well, great.
Let's end this episode. Let's come back to it next time, and we're just gonna try and bum rush this because we want this game done.
We've been trying to bum rush the last 10 episodes.
Shut up. We'll catch you back here next time on Pixelology 101. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and have a good day.
All right, what do we do? Look it up.